How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel, and it's tier list week, the week where we make a tier list for every single class and go over it. Today's video is tech, so this is the tech class tier list for November, basically, November 2024. Again, anything after this, it might be a little outdated, but this is the most up-to-date list that I have created. Now, full disclaimer, this is just my opinion. The game is huge. We got Battlegrounds, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, regular story content, tons of stuff, incursions. So this is just a broad, very broad opinion-based list. And yeah, at the end of the day, it's just for fun. So yeah, but hopefully it does kind of help you, if you're new, decide on, who you should invest in and that kind of stuff. So let's just get started. We have the useless tier. Iron Patriot, Psycho Man, and Vulture. This has not changed since the last time I made a list, which has been a while. Moving on to usable, we have Civil Warrior, Green Goblin, Howard the Duck, Kang, Nebula, Sentinel, Silver Centurion, Star-Lord, Ultron, and Vision. Age of Ultron. So, pretty self-explanatory. This is Ultron Labyrinth of Legends, by the way. Labyrinth of Legends Ultron. This comes up every time I make a list. It's the Ultron you get that's locked at like a 5-star, okay? Oh, and the symbols, I guess I should explain it real quick. I probably should just make a table on the side of the graph. But basically, the shiny star here means they're available as a 7-star. The shield just means they're pretty much a defender or have a very good capability to be a defender. And then the shaking hands is require synergies. And then the star is just that it needs to be awakened, okay? All right, moving on. We have the amazing tier. Okay, so there's been a lot of moving here since the last time I did a list. But we have Captain America, Sam Wilson, Darkhawk, Deathless Vision's getting added to amazing because that's about it. He's not that great. I have a rank 3 awakened one. He does need the awakened ability to like really do damage, and then his matchups are very like niche. Like you need to have an opponent that's regenning a lot, and then he needs to hit his heal blocks, which are RNG. So he's not the greatest, but he's not horrible. He has some immunity, some nice immunities. Darkhawk is moving up to amazing tier. He's actually, I've been using him a lot in Event Quest and just random stuff. He's just a lot of fun. Permanent power lock is always nice, and getting your opponent's health and healing that amount back is a lot of fun. Guillotine 2099 is here. Infamous Iron Man's here. Iron Man Infinity War's here. Pretty tanky. If you can, he's a 7-star now. If you get him to rank 3, pretty good champion. Pretty easy to fight. It's just kind of annoying. Penny Parker's here. Punisher 2099 is here as well as a 7-star. He's now available as a 7-star. Red Skull, I have him in amazing because he really hasn't been, at least in my opinion, as big of a problem in the game modes I play as I expected, like Battlegrounds and like just regular story or event quests or anything like that. He can be a pain in Alliance War depending on the node that he's put on, but you can really say that about a lot of champions. But just like in Battlegrounds, right? Every time I've fought a Red Skull, really hasn't been that bad. But again, completely depends on nodes and stuff like that. So we got Rocket Raccoon here. Shocker got moved down to amazing. I just don't see a lot of people using him anymore, and it's not really his fault. He had that nerf, and then but he also just kind of, the metas haven't lined up for him. Like for example, right now, I think you need to have, it's crit me. So like Shocker doesn't crit, right? Or no, maybe he can, but like his damage is like extra burst damage, so it doesn't matter. But anyways, that's why. Ultron, the OG Ultron is here. He's available as a 7-star. He might be able to be moved up, but just not a lot of people have him. So I don't have him, so it's hard for me to say. OG Vision is here. Viv Vision. She actually got moved down from God tier. I just don't think she's there yet. She did do a really good job in Summer of Suffering against that Toad, but besides that, yeah, she got moved down. War Machine's still here just because of his synergies, to be honest, or his pre-fights. And then Yondu's here because sometimes he does a lot of block damage. Okay, so that was the longest section. Moving on, we have the God tier section. We have Ant-Man Future still in here. Arcade has been spotted here. I put him here because when I fought in arcade, he is kind of a jerk, man. If you don't have that auto block counter, um, yeah, it's pretty rough, especially with the AI. You can heavy him down, but with the AI, they always resist, and then it counts as a parry on your heavy, and then you just get smacked up. Guardians here, great attacker as well, and pretty good defender. Hulkbuster, just absolute beast attacker. OG Iron Man, great for raids and fantastic for story content, event quests. And depending on the matchup, he's good in battlegrounds. He can do a lot of damage. I think if you're still sleeping on Iron Man, I really encourage you to try him out. Then we have Iron Heart here. Put her in God tier. She doesn't need to be awakened, and she has a really good utility kit that you can use in different ways. I really love that. I want her as a 7-star. Probably not gonna get her. Jack-o'-lantern. Yes, we pulled this this character as a 7-star. I put him in God tier. I don't think he's in the see you later tier yet. He just came out. I haven't even been able to use him in battlegrounds because he doesn't crit. So I literally cannot use him. I haven't been able to use him. But he's doing decent damage. He's very clearly just for short bursty fights, in my opinion. He just have some interesting utility with his immunity, and his awaken ability gives him the ability to resist energy damage, I believe. Mine's not awakened, so I haven't really looked into it, but yeah, I think God tier opening day is pretty good. Lady Deathstrike is here. Mysterio's here. Nimrod got moved down. I should have circled him, but he got moved down from See You Later because every mutant since I made this, the last time I made this list, almost every single one has either some way ignored Nimrod, like has a resistance to Nimrod's abilities, like Onslaught. Actually, I don't know how many have come out since then, but basically, with Onslaught being a mutant and just basically ignoring everything Nimrod does, it just kind of dropped his value. And then the nodes that have been coming out haven't really helped him either for like battlegrounds and stuff. So he's at a fantastic quest counter in so many different ways, but it's just in that See You Later tier, I'm looking for just the best of the best. And I just don't think he's there anymore. Omega Sentinel, fantastic. She's here, Shuri's here, and Ghost is still here. So yeah. All right, y'all, time for the See You Later tier. And it is looking mighty small. So the two best champions I have for the See You Later tier is Stark Enhanced Spider-Man, When Awakened, and Warlock. So Stark Enhanced Spider-Man is probably the hardest hitting tech champion in the game right now. Literally every single meta I've been able to use him against every single defender, even Onslaught, because the advantage of Stark Enhanced Spider-Man is that you just dodge until you get to 10 poise, and when you're at 10 poise, especially mine at rank 3, you can pretty much out damage the opponent's power bar. And if you don't, all you have to do is heavy them and it power drains them in 99% of cases unless they're resistant. So yeah, even matchups where he shouldn't be good in, like, I don't know, what's a good example? I don't know, let's just say like Hulkling, right? Hulkling gets that immunity after every 5 hits, and he has classes advantage. Well, you put in your 5 hits, he's immune, you put in another 5 hits, maybe you get your special one stuns him, you go in, you heavy, he's power drained, get another combo in, throw your relic, he's stunned again, throw another combo. Like, with the addition of relics, he's just been really freaking good, dude. So he's absolutely amazing here. Definitely top of the tech class, in my opinion. If you haven't tried him, try him out. And then Warlock, this one kind of goes without saying. He's kind of one of the only like constant counters to like a lot of fights, like the dominoes. You kind of need him. He can still kind of do Onslaught. I think I take quite a bit of damage with him with Onslaught, but he can do it in Battlegrounds. He's amazing in Battlegrounds too. He's actually can be pretty tricky on defense too, especially if your opponent's running willpower, because once they hit him too many times, then they build up that virus. I believe it's a virus, and then they they'll start losing power and degenning. So and yeah, on attack, goes without saying, he can counter dominoes. Well, really, he can counter like anybody very well except for Onslaught, right? Except for Onslaught, but I mean, who can counter Onslaught, you know? All right, so that's the list. What did you think? Who should be moved up? Who should be moved down? Are you satisfied with the list? And yeah, I guess that's really it. Just discuss down below. Keep it civil. It's just a tier list from some dude on a YouTube channel. So yeah, I think this is pretty accurate from what I see from a day-to-day basis. But yeah, just give me your suggestions down below. Oh, and I'm sorry, Vulture players, if he's not getting moved out of useless. I don't know anyone who uses him unironically. Okay. All right, that's it for this video. Y'all take care.